All right, I think we're going to be starting up this race pretty soon. So, um, we have today Junglebos versus Rinchon. Um, both people in my group in this very same tournament. This is the Metroid Prime Randomizer tournament that is in the group stage. Um, and yeah, we have no RAs today. We have just a good, clean race. I think Randovania has been quite nice with its seeds lately, so we'll see. Um, yeah, looks like we're not starting quite yet. I don't know. Um, I don't know too much about either of these racers and their playstyles and such. All right, looks like we're starting it up. So good luck, racers. And yeah. So, Randovania 9.0. Oh, oops. Just let me delayed start, looks like. Well, we'll be getting it going soon. And I'm really behind. All right, here we go. Good luck, F1 racers. Yep, so this is just a standard start. At landing site, no starting items. We're gonna see, first of all, space jump first, the classic speedrunning trick of both of these. Junglebos gets right away. Rinchon gets the second try. It's always a bit of a pain getting kind of sometimes without warming up or anything. We just have a missile expansion up there. And another missile expansion. And immediately, both of these races are going to artifact, which is interesting. That's not what I would do. See, because we only picked up a missile expansion, it's not uh, logical yet. And so we know that this is not going to be our step in the logic chain. It might be coming up soon in a little bit, but it won't be whatever's next. Um, so personally, I think it's a little bit of a gamble. I expect I'm going to have to go to Artifact Temple. Oh, well, looks like it's going to pay off this time. We have our space jump boots in Artifact Temple. Um, Research Core. EMT. Life Growth Funnel. Ooh. Oh my god! Lava Lake. Wow. These are, these are, like, this is like a marathon of all the worst artifacts. Um, put them into chat. Yeah, it does kind of stink to leave it behind, but what I commonly do is I find that I have to warp back to start some other time anyway, especially early in the game. Um, that there's just reasons to warp back to start, and that you don't need the artifacts right away usually, and so getting the logical thing after missile launcher and getting the chance to get like better movement abilities and stuff before getting back to temple. I don't know. That's what I like to do. As with everything, it's a bit of a bit of a we have nothing down there. Is this linebacker John? Alright. I'm up. Coming up. Wow, what a marathon of bad. We have required supers, we have required phase on suit, we have um, required boost. All of these are going to be, I think, hard required in this phase uh, before we can fight Ridley. Oh, yes, I forgot that we are not auto tracking. um, power bombs, both. They both have station and morph ball, or at least Rinchon's morph ball. That morph ball. Wow, it's looking. I mean, early space jump is early. I mean, morph ball is early. But looking looking like a pretty nice. Two early E tanks is always nice to see. They're not like hugely important in this game, but they're really nice to see and have. Ice. Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. With ice beam and these, I have to assume that's taking us to our chosen. But I think it's probably yeah. I like what Rinchon is doing here when we do this high totem loop um with this launcher and PBs. XPBs don't really do anything here. Also, really nice to see that Lava Lake. Know that Lava Lake is an artifact. You don't have to do anything obnoxious to like last location bombs in Lava Lake stuff like that. I hate it when that happens. Another three E tanks already. Really nice. I did not see what that was. I don't think. Was that gravity suit? I thought that was a suit. And there's our logical mistake. I think that was a suit too. So Rinchon just the slightest bit ahead. I think a little bit more knowledgeable about some of the room strats and movement than Junglebos looks like. Um, but overall, I mean, it's been a pretty loaded linear seed so far. Interesting. We are going to go to mid Chozo. Personally, I don't like it. I would go. Oh wait, no, you need bombs to go through Chozo anyway. So maybe this is right. Um, I don't know. I would be suspicious with bombs on overgrown tunnel, overgrown cavern, or something on what's it called? Frigate crash site. So, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Like that ice cream is the last logical item. I mean, I guess mid Chozo, like water, this whole water hall loop has so many items in it that it does feel bad to leave this behind. But with that ice beam, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's nothing here in Watery Hall. I also really like to do what Junglebos did here and check what's in lower Watery Hall, or especially without Spider, because if yeah, ooh, that's. I think that this is saying we want to go. I don't know actually. There's a lot of things to do with that grapple. The grapple with X-ray usually means movement. Without X-ray usually means Human, but sometimes it could also be what's that room called? Magma Pool. Without Varia, neither of those are in logic. Um, and without X-ray, Root Cave is not in logic either. I don't know. Are we going to see a Zoid here, or are we going to go back to? Looks like we're going to get a save it. So, oh, is Jungle Boss going to go straight to Zoid? No, Jungle Boss is going to check this first. Okay, looks like we're going to see Zoid. Okay, and Jungle, we're getting a small divergence here. We'll see whose bet paid off. Let's see. Frigate crash. Oh no. Okay, we're going to see. Interesting. Without X-ray, we're going to see Root Cave. I would definitely have checked Overgrown Cavern first, but maybe this route's a bit better. If we find bombs here, then we can go on to upper or far Chozo rather than going. Yeah, if bombs are here, if there's like X-ray Overgrown Cavern and bombs are here, then this route's a bit better. But if not, then maybe we'll get this. Oh, you start. Yeah, sorry. Oh, and wait. Okay. Wow. Um, I am surprised by that. So I guess that probably means there's X-ray in uh Overgrown Cavern. Wave beam there, and we have a reset for Rinchon. So Midchozo was dead, as I kind of expected. And Junglebos is not looking too good here. Rip. There's a soft lock. So we did not get a peek on Arbor Chamber either. So now they're both going to be in almost the same spot. Let's see if Rinchon goes to um, Overgrown Cavern. It could be really bad if there's plasma and X-ray um, in Frigate Crash Site and Overgrown Cavern, and there's also something on Arbor Chamber. Let's see. So Wave Beam without Variant or bombs doesn't do very much. It really only gets us, I think, Power of Light and Power Chamber. Wow, and there's bombs in Frigate Crash Site. All right. Who called it? I called it. So, wow, this is interesting. Because I wonder if now Rinchon is just going to just totally skip Root Cave. I know I would. Awesome. There's boost. All right, there's one of our major hurdles. This is really weird. Wow. I'm gonna find. I guess this is huge for Rinchon then. Yeah, we can get Life Probe and Life Probe Tunnel. And we can fear. Okay, Jungle Boss is going to go the other way. I didn't see what was on um, Harbor Chamber. All right, and Rinchon's going for it. We're going to see the Life Probe, Life Probe Tunnel, Harbor Chamber, or not Harbor Chamber. Um, Interesting. I wonder, are they going to be punished by the lack of wave speed at all? I don't think so. Maybe if you had wave beam, you would go through mines instead of Chozo, but yeah, wave beam doesn't block anything. I guess, I mean, it kind of blocks it. Yeah, Quiddickless race so far. I wonder if it'll be like oh, and there's wow. So actually, this is going to be huge for Jungle Boss. Jungle Boss is going to get all of the beams, which means they're in basically phase on suit go mode. with that. Or I guess supers. We're going to need to find supers. Um, that's a big one that we're going to be looking for. That's plasma beam. An artifact. So boost. I'm kind of suspicious of whatever that super gallery. Um, I thought it was gravity. If it was, that could be pretty big logical tell. If it's, I mean, if it's Varia, it's also a huge logical tell. We'll clear them anyway. Yeah, so Rinchon's a bit ahead and has checked more things, but I'm curious if it's lack of faith. They're going to have to mess up scouting it. Wave is in Root Cave. They have grapple, but no X-ray. So it's very accessible, but if you have all the other things, I'm wondering if there's going to be a big reason to go back there. And we'll be missing out on... I guess Tower of Light is, I think, the only pretty hard-locked wave things in Chozo right now without Varia. So... I don't know, I guess if Tower of Light has something big, that could be important. Or if, I guess, if Rinchon routes through Magmore, into Magmore, from Chozo directly instead of through, Yeah, one other thing is that Rinchon also did Zoid. So Rinchon has very little in Chozo to do that's not Wavelock, basically. Yeah, but I don't know. Rinchon is like a medium. I'd say like, you know, a minute or so of. Oh, wow! Okay, we are in based on suit go mode. That is that's awkward. Oh, sorry, they already have grapple. I messed up. I'm tracking both and I forgot. Was there anything in Elder Chamber? Just trying to track at the time. Yeah, so this might end up punishing Rinchon because I doubt Rinchon will be getting that wave beam soon. Interesting. Elder Chamber is dead. Okay, thank you. Ooh, that's cool. Nothing. And Junglebot's gonna get these supers shortly. Yeah, but the thing is with Rinchon has pretty much no checks left in Chozo. Oh yeah, without Varia, there's not a whole lot else you can do. You're right. Logically. So yeah, I bet they will find that wave theme then. Yes. And except for these, if that's Varia and Gallery Tunnel, that could be really punishing for Rinchon. Although I don't know if Rinchon got a good check on Gallery Tunnel. Jungle Boss did, I'm fairly certain, but I don't know if Rinchon did. Okay, it looks like we're going to see Flagra. Yeah, I like this route. With the PMT artifact, I like, full clearing where you are when you can. And this also routes nicely into the, whatever's in Gallery Tunnel and then Lava Lake if it is Varia. Which would be unfortunate, we know, but seems like it would route very nicely. See, Jungle Boss has to do Zoid now, which we know is dead. Sound is not as good. Or back to Jungle Boss's sound. It's a nice thing, this will be pretty fast. Flagra is pretty fast now with the cutscene skips, and we have supers for the ghosts. Although, we do not have Spider, so I wonder if we'll see an early wild from Rinchon. Nothing on Flagra. Looks like we will. Alright. Oh, I thought they were gonna fall. Early Wild is kind of a pain, but we have tons of E-Tanks. We have tons of time to give this try. Looks pretty good so far. Oh, not quite. Oh no! Alright. Well, no Really Wild. I think that's alright. I don't think that'll be... If it is phase on, that'll feel really bad, but, like... You know, it happens. I think that... It'll be fine. I hope I didn't just Caster's Curse that. Alright, let's see. What do we have in Gallery Tunnel? I thought this was Gravity Suit. No, whoa, okay, it's Spider Ball. That is interesting. That makes that Flagra, that early wild fail, kind of awkward. So now ghosts are in logic. And Junglebos is catching up. Well, Junglebos isn't on Flagra yet. I think. No, Junglebos didn't do Flagra. Sorry, it's kind of hard to pay attention to both. That's Spider Ball for both. And we have a warp to start for Junglebos. That's interesting. I'm surprised they're not getting the Lava Lake artifact. What was in Rune Fountain? I don't remember. Yeah, with Rune Fountain, I don't remember what Rune Fountain was, but also Upper Dynamo now in Logic. And Ghosts. Wait, there's an artifact in Rune Fountain? Yeah. Oh, did we bail on So we did bail on Arbor Chamber, looks like. Oh my god. Wow. So this is not... So this has to be X-Ray on Ghosts, then? Or an Upper Dynamo. This is working out huge for Junglebos. Yeah, it is good for Rinchon because now they know they won't be... They'll be getting both that and Wave at the same time. But... Yeah, so Rinchon is, like, getting kind of minimally punished for this. But it's also really bad in that this worked out really nicely for Junglebos getting both at the same time. Or getting it on the way to Magmore and it's just like way ahead without fighting ghosts. Yes, there's X-Ray. Oof. So I think now... Oh, are they going to do... This works all right. I think what they're going to do is they're going to do Upper Dynamo, probably, and then Warp to start, because that's all of their logical checks. Yeah, the only thing... Oh, did I swear I gave... Okay, the tracker kind of messed up. The one thing that could really punish Junglebos here now is if it's like vanilla. Yeah, sorry. Anybody want to sign up to track? If it's vanilla Phazon, that would be bad. But otherwise, Junglebos go mode. Oh, and Varia. And X-Ray here. Yep, we're going to get Upper Dynamo into... I assume Warp to start. here's our second artifact from Junglebos coming in shortly. Yeah, I think Rinchon is going to save warp. I assume out of is it Nursery? Well, KRR, the artifacts are terrible, but the seed is being kind. We are in face on go mode at 35 minutes or so. There is a PMT artifact. Are we hot dogging Upper Fiery Shores? Okay, and there's Rinchon gonna get this wave and Varia. Alright, and there's Wave Beam. Oh. There's our third artifact for Junglebos. Yeah, so now we're basically just in full clear mode for face on. I think that the only way that Junglebos can be finished or can be punished for this is if it's face on OP, that would be something, and that would be really bad. I assume that this will route nicely. We'll get we'll clear Fen. Oh, interesting. So it looks like Junglebos is skipping a fair amount of items on their way routing this, which I'm a bit surprised about, considering we are in just face on go mode. Yeah, so Junglebos will know. Yeah, because that's a good point. That Junglebos will not be totally lost in the logic looking for it. It's not just going to be like totally hidden. I didn't see what it was, but it doesn't look important. Yeah, we are just skipping Ice Temple and yeah, I didn't see what was in Lighthouse either, but it can't have been that important. Looks like we might get a safety save here. I think that's a perfectly fine idea. There is Artifact 2. Yeah, I don't know how I... Yeah, Oh, looks like not. We are just going through labs. I don't know how I feel about routing aggressively for artifacts when you have a PMT artifact. So, I mean, on the one hand, yeah, Phazon is probably in lower mines. On the other hand, like, it could really be, I mean, sure, like, 30% of the time it's in lower mines, but that's like a high percent to rush, but on the other hand, it's not that high of a percent to count on. Let's see, we skipped Upper Fiery Shores, we skipped Ice Temple. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Well, Upper Fiery Shores is dead, so that's one. I don't know, if it were me, I would almost want to from where Rinchon is, I would almost want to do Far Chozo into labs and skip middle of Fen. Or not labs. Far Chozo. But not Far Chozo. Far Magmore into Far Fen. And then skip Front Fen. I just know that Phazon is more likely to be in those locations and they're harder to get to than Front Fen, but I tried that in my first race and I got pretty badly punished for it. So we'll see. Ooh, Flamethrower. Hey, we're getting it. Nice job. Worth it. It looks like we are going to get a... Oh. What's in the lighthouse? Another retake. Alright. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's see. Rinchon is being more methodical about clearing. So we're going to see some of these checks that Junglebos did not get. If there's like Phazon, I mean, I think Phazon is literally the only thing. But if there's Phazon here in Ice Temple, that could be really punishing. Looks like Labs is dead so far, but this will route nicely into Far Fen and I guess Mines. We're going to get this artifact. Oh, that's a good point. We have the artifact, and I didn't think about the artifact here in Research Corps. That is Gravity Suit. Interesting. I didn't see if Rinchon got the, I don't think Rinchon got the, Shoreline's artifact. Nice quick kill on the Mamashikoth, and there's gravity. So another thing is that if Phazon is in, like, yeah, I guess we have to go into Frigate eventually. So that could be a pretty nice movement. We could make up some time with movement by picking that up. Especially considering we have to go into Frigate anyway. There's our third artifact by Rinchon. There's an artifact in Biohazard Containment. So our last two artifacts we have not seen are Biohazard Containment and PMT. This really is the gauntlet of bad artifacts. Nothing in upper. Just a missile. Alright, so Gravity Chamber dead. And it was just a missile in Fenton Canyon. Far Chozo, totally dead. Or Farfen. So what do you think? We're just going to have another Lower Mines face-on suit? If we'll see a Thardus or a... Okay, we are going to see at least Cumon then. At this rate, if I were already skipping things, I'd probably skip Thardus. I don't know. That's true. We also have not seen Tower of Light or Training Chamber in that loop. Nothing there. Oh, we're gonna do plasma processing. I like this. Plasma processing somewhat commonly has phase on suit. And it's pretty awkward to get back to. Rinchon gets the gallery, or the observatory dash, nicely done. Sees it as just a flamethrower. It is also going to go for the flamethrower. Nice. Alright, nothing in plasma processing. I think we're now going to go into mines. So let's see, moment of truth. This could be where Rinchon makes up the time, because without X-ray, Junglebos could be really punished if either, let's see, so if Phase on Suit is in upper mines and Junglebos decides to do lower mines first, that could be really punishing because they won't be able to go quickly from lower mines to upper mines by killing OP. Or if Junglebos keeps that in mind and doesn't do lower mines, and Phazon is in lower mines, that could be really punishing. Or if Phazon is on OP, this could be really punishing. Unfortunately, Rinchon triggered the fight in Control Tower, so... Ooh, kind of spicy here, Junglebos. We are going to check, and there is no Phazon in PCA, which is nice. Just doing lower mines with an artifacting PMT feels bad if you don't have Phazon. Because if it's not there, then you get mega punished. You have to go all the way back to it with Phazon suit after getting nothing. On the other hand, it's pretty commonly in lower mines. And so if you just say like if you just find Phazon on the way, you're probably going to that's pretty high percentage play that's probably gonna pay off. So we'll see. Upper or lower mines, Junglebos, which way? Upper. Alright. Let's see if this pays off. Oh, never mind. We are going back to lower mines. Well, we'll see if it pays off regardless. Yes, Junglebos did peak PCA and it is just a missile. Oh, care. Oh! Jeez. Makes me nervous. And no energy. Alright. gotta keep on going. Just a missile expansion event, and yeah, I don't know what I would do in the situation. I don't know if I would. Oh my god, Jungle Boss. Oof. I don't know. I think I would also bet on lower mines, just because that's just a high percentage play. Oh, okay, that's nice, having an extra. Are they just gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a good bet. Oh my god, Jungle Boss, be careful. Alright. So we are going to get... The bad news is nothing in Park Fenton from... or for Rinchon. Lower mines without X-rays. A little awkward, but you can use that thermal visor to sort of see the platforms a little easier, which is nice. Just an E-tank up there. Looks like we're going to skip it. This is sort of the moment of truth for Jungle Boss, where we're going to get mega punished for for not getting that X-ray. We have like, yeah, I guess just like 2 more checks. Oh, and we are getting Thardis from Rinchon. So this is another check we have not seen yet. It's not too slow without, or with PBs and Plasma Beam, but it's not fast either. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Stardust. On the one hand, it's good. Pick it up on the way. You're in phase unsuit hunt. But it is awfully slow. I wonder if it'd be better to do it after doing mines. Just, you know, for the check density standpoint. Just another missile. Alright. One more check. If it's an MQB, Junglebos is happy. If it's not an MQB, Junglebos is very sad. Oh, tragic! Alright, looks like they're going to have to warp to start. And then, oh my god, and they're, okay. And that's, and that's face on suit. This is one heck of a scene. Rinchon is in go mode. That is, maximally punished by Junglebos there. Unfortunately. Yes. There was a face on suit on the rocks. Yeah, so I assume Junglebos is warping to start. I think this will take them to Central Dynamo. And then they'll probably do upper mines. Yeah. Now Rinchon is just in full clear mode. I'm gonna get PMT. Phazon was on Thardus. Junglebos having a bit of a hard time with the standables to get out of this room quickly. Mix it out. Yeah, Thardus Phazon and PMT is pretty rough. But Rinchon's strategy of full clearing on looking for Phazon pays off really hard. Yeah. It's now a huge advantage. Get ourselves a little high five here. So the only major we are still missing, I think, is a spreader. So we'll see if we can find that anywhere fun. I guess there's not a whole lot to talk about anymore. We've already found every item. Ooh, not quite making the dash across MQA. We do have Phazon and we do have X-Ray, so it's not a huge deal. Nicely done. Hey! Hello, SpeedGaming. I assume you also just finished a race. The last two artifacts are PMT and Biohazard Containment. We had Phazon Suit on Thardus. Junglebos skipped Thardus. Yeah, the artifacts were really something. We had Microve Tunnel, PMT, Biohazard Containment. Artifacts. Pretty brutal. But it looks like we're just about finishing this one up. The only major we have not seen is Ice Spreader. Junglebos is off looking for Phazon. Full clearing upper mines now. Did all of lower mines except for OP. Pretty tragic. Been kind of a back and forth race. It will be our PMT artifact. Junglebot's getting kind of bullied by these wave pirates. There's artifact 5. Oh, there's Ice Spreader. Alright. That is every single major found. Gonna get that Wave Buster. Sad news for Rinchon. I assumed they were looking for Ice Spreader, but alright, and we are just looking for... We're just gonna pick up that Biohazard Containment artifact, and that'll be final bosses. Oh, let's see. Junglebos probably gonna go do... Junglebos is not back. Power of Light or training chamber or yes, ice spreader is just important for speeding up Exo. It does speed it up by it makes it a lot more consistently fast. It's not optimally a lot faster, but it's much more consistently fast. So yeah, we are going to see Junglebos, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Junglebos has to check Upper Dynamo, and I think Ghosts, and Tower of Light, and unfortunately, yeah, and Training Chamber, and will unfortunately find nothing. X-Ray? Yeah, X-Ray was on Ghosts. And it unlocked Wave Beam and Varia. But Junglebot should know that. I wonder if they think that if Phazon is on OP or something. Yeah, but I guess we're going to first check Upper Dynamo. And that is Artifact 6 for Rinchon. Yeah, this is kind of a root seed. It was nice on the one hand, you got a lot of stuff really early, but the artifact location, it had the potential to be a really bad seed. Getting that ammo refill, then... Oh! No ship dash. Unfortunate. It's a really tough dash. Oh, almost. And they get up. That's fair. Check in Magma Pool, Training Chamber access. Did Junglebos not do? I thought Junglebos did Fogger, but I guess not. Huh. Yeah, so unfortunately kind of punished by that in the end, and well, they had a pretty big advantage going into a bit of the game, the mid-game. When looking for Phazon Suit with that many scattered checks left around, now they just have no idea where to go. Get Tower of Light. So I assume they're skipping Flogra because they know that... Oh, I've never seen someone get stuck on Rando like that before. 140 missiles is a huge amount. You can stand on anything in this game, you can also get stuck to anything, I guess. Alright. Let's see this, phase-on infusion core line. I have not. That is not how I climb it, but nicely done. Very fast. Junglebos getting the bad news. Now, Junglebos going to go check all the things left behind, so we're probably going to see upper fiery shores, and then Ice Temple, and then finally Thargus. Subchamber 2. We have an early Ice Beam, but no Ice Brother. Having kind of a hard time hitting these. Yeah, so, as was mentioned earlier, Ice Spreader isn't necessary, but when it's pretty hard, it can be hard to hit the weak spot on Exo without it, because Ice Spreader homes in. You have to have a pretty good knowledge of how Exo's animations works to hit it consistently with the charged Ice Beam without Ice Spreader. But if you do, it's not that much. It's only a little bit slower to do optimal essence with charged Ice Beam instead of Ice Spreader. We have a Plasma start on Subchamber 3. Not bad. Good Rinchon on Subchamber 3. Nicely done with the charged dice hits there. Yeah, well, that's not. Is that not even a single wave beam on Subchamber 3? That's really nice. Okay. Final one is wave beam, but that's fine. That would be it. Thank you, Exo, for being very kind with your Oh, you could Wave Buster him. We could see some Wave Buster action. Or even Flamethrower, maybe. Lucky. Alright, now Exo is being rude. Junglebos gets the bad news that it's an X-ray. Flamethrower. Oh, no Flamethrower. Unfortunate. We get a nice RNG nice essence manipulation by just staying in the middle, not moving. Oh. Kind of not a good start. It looks like we're safe now. I don't think we're in a full skip position either. Oh, never mind. We very much are in a full skip position. Tragic. I'm a bit surprised by that one. That was a nice little manipulation there, letting Essence get away from the corpse so that the animation cancels better. Without fear of a full skip. This is going on now. Oh, I have never seen Exo drop two different type of Metroids before. Or Essence. That was interesting. We're just gonna unload. Is it gonna be enough? Looks like it is. And GG's.
Hi.
Hello, GG's.
Thanks.
Hello, and GG's to you too.
Hello, GG's.
So, how did you feel about that seed?
I am mad about the hot suit. The side I'm fine. I'm okay. That wasn't too bad. Early on, I found everything. I was nice until that suit. I just I'm mad about that. That's sure.
On my side, I was happy I didn't try to get Root Cave, the upper items early, because I would have found Wave and Varia, and it would have led me completely astray from where all the items were. So I did Chozo and looped in Chozo until I found everything except Varia and Wave. And once I had them, I knew I just had to go to Fen to do Magmore and Fen and hope to stumble upon the phase and suits on the way, and it happened.
It didn't for me. GG's.
The routing was fun, and I got really lucky on the routing, I think.
Yeah.
So it was actually a bit interesting because Junglebos was a good 10 minutes ahead. I want to say in Fen. But what happened is Junglebos, you didn't get the Phazon suit.
Yeah.
Because you weren't clearing everything. Yeah. So it was actually a bit interesting because there was a bit different routing in the beginning of the race. You had mentioned how you were happy you didn't pick up that wave beam and Varia. So yeah, we were worried that you were going to just completely miss them and somehow end up really off track. But Junglebos, you ended up picking them up quite a bit earlier and making it to, and I mean, it worked out for you quite well because you were quite a bit ahead going into.
So I knew.
Yeah.
At X-ray, was either like on a dynamo
But
you're a plant, and yes, it was.
It's, I guess I'm curious about what your thought process was, because what happened, one of the big things that happened is that you even though you only had Phazon to get, you skipped quite a few checks, which is part of how you pulled ahead. You had skipped Ghosts and Flagra, you skipped Upper Fiery Shores, Ice Temple. I was wondering about your thought process.
So I knew that Shore was the dead. So I didn't do that. For the plant, had a slow check. I knew that X-ray would be there. I don't need it for 95% of the checks, aside from QP. Others,
sorry to interrupt, but I think there's a problem with your microphone settings. It's cutting a lot.
No, that's me. I have I'm not gonna type. That's gonna be
Well,
so hardest takes a while. There's no reason to do that unless you're sure that it's important. So you don't do that. Mines, there's a really high chance that a Phazon end up there, so that was like, well, I'm gonna do that first, and then it wasn't there, then and I went back, was dead, and I never found it. So, yeah,
Yeah, bit unfortunate.
yeah,
But
unfortunate.
that's what happens when you play the odds. Sometimes
Yeah,
sometimes the odds don't quite work.
yeah, unfortunately.
Two different ways of playing it. You know, do you want to play the odds
Mm.
for the phase on suit or full clear along the way? So,
Yeah,
who knows which one will work out until it's done.
yep.
Let's see. So, I guess one last thing. How did you feel about those artifacts? When I saw the artifacts, I was thinking this is going to be a really bad suit. It ended up not being.
I was like, what the fuck? Why again the bad artifact? Then that wasn't too bad. The side from a mining tunnel at a pain. The rest I don't need a lot of items, so that's not too bad. Yeah.
I went once and I saw PMT. It was just a casino seat, so the over artifact placement I wasn't caring that much. I was thinking just until I found Phazon, I don't have really to worry about the other items and artifact locations.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Is there anything else you want to say?
No. I'm mad about Atsu, but sure. Aside from that, well, GG's and bye.
GG.
GG's. And, well,
Bye, everyone.
see you next mission.
See you next mission.